Testing and testing on 1, 2, 3. We are indeed still alive. And things seem to be just how I left them. Fantastic. Then let's get back to doing exactly what I was trying to do, which was suss out what each part of the body does. I've got you right here. According to my notes, taking out the blood will remove 1 red skull. I think just red there is fine. I'll know it's red skull, white skull. So let's do exactly that. So I'm expecting it to be 2 red. It was 3 and 2. Now it's 2 and 3. Okay, so it's actually -1 red plus 1 white. And I think we can make it R and W. Make it easier for ourselves. And we also wanted to know what fat would do. So we're 2 and 3 now. 2 and 3 has become 1 and 4. So blood and fat are 1 and the same. Now I want to know, it's looking like a nice body right now, but this is for research. What happens when we take away the skin? We are 1 and 4. 1 and 4, now we're 2 and 3, so skin is +1 red, -1 white. How about we remove a bone? So we're 2 and 3. 2 and 3, now we're 2 and 3. So bone is nothing. Bone is nothing. Really? 2 and 3? Okay. Let's take out that skull then. Skull is 2 and 3. 2 and 3 becomes 3 and 3, so skull is just +1 red. And the flesh, 3 and 3 becomes 3 and 2. So flesh is -1 white. So we can probably say good and bad. And skin is bad. So if we have a promising looking corpse, do the bad things. If not, just do the good things. Take out the blood, take out the fat. Leave in the skull, the flesh, the skin. Alright. I can get behind that. Then there are these parts, but I'm not so sure we care much about these parts, at least not currently, so I'm just going to take you out and burn you. Yeah, generally don't want to remove skin, but we need skin for making paper, at least currently. So what's a man to make of that? At least we have a bit of a financially stable loop now, though. We make money by doing this. It only costs us wood, but wood is easy enough to get, and it certainly makes enough money to cover the costs of getting all this wood. At least that's what I'm willing to believe. I hope all these trees do indeed grow back for what it's worth. Whoa, slow down there. Okay, he really wants that. He's on a rampage. Whoa, slow down, jinx. Oh man, why does this exist? I'm sure it's someone's idea of fun. Up you come. Perhaps I should really stick to only harvesting the big logs near where we do the pyres. But some of that is good news because the things that I want to take out are largely things that stack. I just need to figure out what in the world I can do with all those bones. It's a bit finicky when it wants to put the logs in there. Too bad. Sometimes you want skins. You might as well get the meat and the other good stuff as well before burning the crap body. I do, but it's going to cost me energy, and I currently have no use for brain, heart, and intestines. I wish I did. And the moment I do, I'll probably be grabbing every one of them that I can. But the problem is they don't stack, so they're taking up a monstrous amount of my inventory, and I'm not too keen on that. And another problem arises with this. Where am I going to get all the carrots to get these bodies? Wow, you want to come out as well? Somebody said that I can buy seeds from the farm next to me. I suspect they'll be closed by now, but I can quickly run over and check. I say quickly, boy does movement feel slow in this game, and yet it's still so much faster than Stardew. What's the overall goal of the game? I imagine the goal is to get out of here and get back home. We have our nameless love that we were trying to get back to before we got trucked into this other world. Right, you there. You willing to sell me anything? Oh yeah, there's some kind of vampire thing going around, isn't there? No, get back to the whiskey there. I'm already 30 years old. Right, I'm not buying even if drugs. Okay, right. Well, do you have any... Ooh, my, look at all the fruits and things he's got. I wouldn't mind helping myself to those. What do you know about farming? Fertilize, work hard. Yeah, we aren't much of a farmer. Ignore all the farming games that I've played. Ah, well that's convenient. Now this is what I'm after. Do you have carrot seeds? You have carrot seeds. I probably want all of your carrot seeds, but I can't afford them. I'll buy it in multiple 4, so I will buy 16 of them for now. I wouldn't mind growing some wheat. And maybe some cabbages. We'll figure out how to do all that. And beetroots. Okay, well, we better get on that as well. I think someone told me to get a bunch of these different things. I'll buy even more beetroots and wheatroots, if you don't mind. Maybe even more cabbage. Just in case I need even more. Which button is Y? Ah, bollocks. That's Y, I think. Oh, wow, can't afford it. In that case, I guess we're going down on the carrot seeds. There we go. Oh, but he will buy the carrots that I've grown. Interesting. Not that I want to sell him the carrots, but that's good to know. Can I steal his goods and sell them back to him? I was expecting him to notice me doing this and raise issue with it, but nope. You don't mind me, I'll just take all your stuff. Ah, I can't take his crops. What a hack. I guess we get special privilege on berries. Whiskey. Yeah, I've been hankering for a nice whiskey, and I do have some nice whiskey. But it's been a long time since I've done any kind of whiskey reviewing, so I'd like to couple it with that, and usually what I do is I sit down with my notes, nose the drink, slowly drink the drink, and then type it up, and as I get more inebriated, I go on to actually voice what I've written, and then I shove it up. I don't even listen it back to myself. No time for regrets. Can't help but feel that stone is something that's going to be a growing need. So I'll take care of some of that. A random power outage, or they try to let you know, but is your Hungarian lacking? Pass. Pass on all accounts. I have no idea. Not that random power outages are common here, but I can only imagine it's high tourist season right now, plus a heat wave, so maybe there was just a critical point of everybody having their air conditioners on. But that is only a guess. It only lasted for a few minutes, maybe 5 minutes or so. But that was not the main inconvenience. The main inconvenience was Microsoft going, oh, this restart clearly means you want to install Windows 11. Here's Windows 11. Despite me having disabled Microsoft updates many times, they always love to re-enable them, and I don't love them re-enabling that. Too tired to do much else, let's just sleep. It's just an assumption, Sudazima, that the goal is to get away from here. This seems like a pretty good life to me, but I'm not the one who has to live this guy's life. I just have to control all of his actions in doing so. But, as I say, I am intrinsically motivated to run the best damn... Is that going to go there now? No. Intrinsically motivated to run the best damn graveyard. And that's all the motivation that I need. Although intrinsic is quite a big one, isn't it? Right, you get in there. Generally I keep materials in here. I guess I can count app as materials. Salt? No, salt is more of an ingredient. I don't know what this chaos solution is. You can have that as well. And body parts I tend to store under the floor. I like to keep a good, clean inventory, but man, I wish all the inventories were linked and they didn't work with this box system. But my moaning about this game and its inventory system is already well enough documented. Don't need me to continue to add to it. I might as well keep the skin and the skulls on me because those things stack. It just makes sense to have on me. The only true way to update to disable window updates is with and I have made those reg edits and they still get reset. Don't know how Microsoft does it. Alright, I got a whole bunch of burial certificates. I don't know what I'm doing hanging on to them. Selling them to you should level up your tier, right? Let's keep an eye on that. It's about about 1/4 of a finger width between the edge of that square and well, itself. And then let's give you all of these. You do have the dosh for it, and then we finish off with the button Y. And it reset it, so I don't get to see very well, but that looks like it went up a tiny smidgen. So I'll believe that that's going okay. Also, I don't want to be here. Get me out of here. Yeah, that's how you get rid of Windows updates. Go to Linux. Of course, when we say Linux, we mean GNU Linux. Compost heap. That could be relevant, or it might not be. I don't know. It's kind of wide, though, isn't it? And I can't rotate it. How inconvenient. All the sizes around here seem built for inconvenience. It was 5 wide, huh? I wonder if anything else is a different width. Anyway, I'll just shove you there for the hell of it. And this is where we grow things. What a farmer we are. So, what do we do here? Crop waste. And I guess just give it time and it'll turn into fertilizer. Windows may need updates, but Linux needs missing packages like no other. Oh, you don't hear Linux people complaining about that, though, do you? No, it's all part of the experience for them. Like pulling out their own teeth experience. Alright, you go there, you go there. Am I gonna be one short here? I'm gonna be 2 short here. I suppose this is kind of good. It's a good sign that I have so many goods. We struggle to shove them all in. I'll wear out my shovel at this rate. Ah, excellent. Just what the doctor ordered, or maybe the donkey ordered. Take all these goods, I've got bodies to process. Now, for a game that doesn't really have time pressure, there's a lot going on at once. So I should build a pallet. I don't know if I stack bodies on the pallet per se, but let's just shove you over there and see what can be done. Actually, let's see how it interacts altogether. If I were to shove you on here, what does that do? I guess it just preserves you. Anyway, you seem like a pretty miserable body at being 3 and 2 there, so maybe I'll just harvest everything you've got. Although that's quite a lot of work. I might start looking into cooking meat for a change. Well, we know that... Well, let's double check that extracting the bone does nothing. So he's 1 red, 4 white, and now he is still 1 red, 4 white. Okay. And what did we learn about other things? The skull is bad to extract. The flesh is bad to extract. The skin is bad to extract. Maybe we'll take a gamble. I'm going to take a gamble on your brain. If it's a good gamble, then I might still bury you. No, that was a terrible gamble. What about the heart? Oh, I'm getting a bit tired working on you, though. Oh, just awful all around. Okay, well, good to know. Let's go take yet another nap, shall we? Yeah, I'm just taking everything out of this body and then setting it alight. It's what people would want. Oh yeah, I also made a dog's ear of it, didn't I? Just give me it all. There may at some point be use for all these goods. Is there anything left of the corpse now? We take the bones, we take the organs, we take the flesh. Actually, maybe if you take everything, you don't end up with a body at all. Well, no, there's still my surgeon mistake sitting there, so let's come out and deal with you the only way we know how. Surely we'll find a way later on to take care of corpses that doesn't require me to keep building these things. I was expecting more of a crematorium, less of a pyre. There we go. While you burn, I'm going to get my replacement wood. Come on, replacement wood, up we go. That was almost good. But yeah, at the moment you have to turn around with these things, it gets significantly less good. Literally burning the evidence and proof of our mistakes. It's like they never happened. Yeah, and I still get paid for the privilege. We've got a good life going here. Anyway, let's be ready for burning a lot more bodies. Have all those billets. Billet, billet... Truthfully, I don't know. I'll just assume it's French. We are burning things after all. The Gauls are behind this. Shove it all away, shove it all away. I don't know what to do with this paper. Shove it all away. I've got some faith, I gotta keep that in mind. But don't I need faith to make my better sermons? I think I do, so I need to save up my faith currently. It's 2 days until our next knee-slapping sermon, and again, if it doesn't stack, in here it goes. I'm just going to assume all of this stuff is bad. No other way to look at it, really. I've got all this meat, and I still don't know how to get a stamp. Pretty much one of the first things we got given was a task from... what was his name again? It had an H in it, I think. Yes, Horadric said find a stamp and sell meat. Well, I have no idea where to find a stamp. Perhaps we should get to work on this. So if I make that, and then... do we have fire in you? We do. What if I want to do more than just that? I want to make a burger, right? Don't we have technology on making burgers? Yeah, see? Meat Fiesta. I want to make a burger. Cooking table. Burger. Needs meat, bread, and... are those onions? Huh. Those aren't just onions, those are quality onions. So if I don't have quality onions, I can't make a burger? That seems unpleasant. And I don't know how to get onions to begin with. Berry juice. Needs apples. I don't have apples. There's a lot of food-related stuff here, huh? Ooh, ceramic funeral urn. Don't know what it could be used for. Ah, waiting, my favorite. Well, I can wait in bed. Is there a point in keeping those? I assume you mean the brains, the organs. I guess the brain is an organ. Answer is, I'm not entirely sure. I'm sure we'll find a use for them eventually. Alright, you there, friend. Do you deserve to be buried in my glorious graveyard? Maybe. Those are some good stats, and I know we're going to drop 2 of those red bits by taking out that blood and taking out your fat. So take out the bad blood, the sanguines, take out the fat. Oh my, you are a model, and I am your grave. Alright, you're coming with me. You can even keep your bone. And I think I had a pre-dug grave for you right about here. Thump. There we go. Now, here's a great grave. If only I had some great things for you. I guess for now you can just have a regular wooden bit here. Do like my graveyard getting better and better, but I need better and better graves. We have gotten the technology now for making better things. Also, what's all this? Stone column, flower bed. I don't get that peat. I want me some flower beds for a nicer looking graveyard. I thought I was told I can dig peat from the south. What was the story behind that? Farming in nature, transplanting. Here we go, decay, compost heap. The peat is made at a compost heap. Ah, that almost makes sense. Also, on my way back, yoink. Also, does anybody know about the trees respawning? Genuine question. I would like to know how it works with respawning trees. Now, they look like they're going to respawn. Why would they not? Ah, not enough carrots. I gather that they respawn, but how do they respawn? That is the question. Alright, well, I'm building up a good load of wood here, so let's put it to good use. They respawn, but they respawn slowly. Excellent. In that case, surely it's better to remove as much wood as possible, so it's got all the time that it needs to respawn. Can't believe we're tired again. Does this guy do anything other than just get tired? Ditch the ashes. I don't even know what acceleration powder is for, so keep that. I need that. Don't you dare take it off of me. So much sleeping, though. Holy moly. Meat. It's not that it gives no energy back, but how much is 18? I'm assuming our energy goes up to 100. If I had a delicious sandwich or a burger... That burger doesn't look very cost effective. Gives plus 36 energy. Maybe the steady hand is the real boost there. Yeah, using food to get my energy back just doesn't seem like the right play. I have to spend resources. It doesn't strike me as a great trade overall. I could be dead wrong though, and I am open to the idea of being wrong, but only the idea. Game progression is a bit lopsided because you're ignoring the basement. It leads to a way of getting less tired. I wouldn't say I'm ignoring it, I just have my priorities right now. The game has a lot of different things to tackle at once. So glad that it acknowledges your different storage locations, and ever so slowly we work our way up there. Besides, in order to get myself into the underground places that I'm interested in, I am currently trying to get myself the saw blade. Unless there's stuff I'm meant to be building here, just trunks and that. We know there's a fast travel way over there to get to other places, although I'd rather use my own fast travel. Hey, who the hell's this guy? I came down here earlier and you were not here. I'm not here to threaten people. I will convince him by the way of the Lord. But for that I'm going to need more faith. Grilling shrooms is good early game food as I recall, and they're quick to gather and respawn. Let's have a quick look at their stats, shall we? Some grilled shrooms. 12 energy. But you get 3 of them out of 5. You know, that does sound good, doesn't it? Shame they take forever to make. Oh well, whilst you're doing that, I can always sleep. Not going to give him my faith just yet, because I need my faith to upgrade my sermons, and I want my sermons to be terrific. I'm so refreshed, aren't we all? Alright, there we go. We're going to bake us up a whole load of shrooms. We can enjoy them if we're in a pickle, which we may end up being in. So this tree, is it going to be like this forever, or will it grow into a bigger, better tree that might be better to harvest later? That's what I mean by how do the trees work. Planning on making some damn good stuff for my graveyard, and that's going to need some... Oh wait, not that. It's going to need some damn good stoning. Ended up with a load of iron ore somehow. Can't exactly remember how. I'm sure it's not important though. Yeah, having our guy not collapse in exhaustion from doing the slightest bit of manual labour would be pretty swell. Go. Now, stoneworking. Stoneworking. Making gravestones out of stone seems fine. I'm certainly drowning in stone. The main downside is they are tiring to make. But it gives 2 and 2. My only other options include 2 and 1, so it seems like a no-brainer. Hang on. What's an iron chisel do? I have no idea. I'm assuming it's an ingredient in making something. What's one to do with that? We get steel and chiseling, but still no idea what for. Also, that glass blowing is something else I need to do, but of course we lack the ecumenical knowledge to do so. We'll get there eventually. Anyway, never mind that. I want some half-decent gravestones, and I'll have my half-decent gravestones, although once again we get utterly knackered making them. Poor guy, just constantly worked to the bone. But hey, I do want to keep working to a degree, so why don't I chew down on my baked mushrooms? Hey, there we go, at least we get you done. Let's take a nap and then have our sermon. And use that sermon to make better sermons. Gosh, it's practically a very hands-on incremental game. The point is you get 4 burgers, says Nope for Hope. Now that is an excellent argument. Yeah, you quadruple the meat calories just by adding some ingens and bread. Yeah, I can get behind that. I can certainly get behind that. Even though it costs me all this firewood. This firewood doesn't seem so bad. I should probably chop some more, though. And I don't have more bodies, do I? Because I'm out of carrots. What a grim time to be alive. So let's change that. Is that peat? Yes, I finally have peat. And maggots, for what it's worth, but mostly peat. I can only do 1 bit of composting at a time, though. That tells me that I probably want another compost heap. How about 2 compost heaps? The numbers don't feel like they add up properly here, but whatever. The footprints seem to take a while to disappear. It's the best I can tell so far. Wait, I can plant peat? Something seems off. How does that work? Oh, I think it means it's been fertilized, so I can grow some better stuff on it. I'll believe that. But I still want this peat for sprucing up my graveyard, especially right now since I'm about to do a sermon. Let's get over to church. And before we do that, of course, Need to improve my graveyard somehow. Look at this guy. He's amazing, but he just... We're not showing it properly, so... Let's fix that, shall we? What is he bringing out? I think he's got a mirror there. Thought he produced the holy hand grenade for a moment. Alright, put in the nice goods here. Oh yeah, you are awful. You need to be exhumed badly. And then there's you with your -1. I think you're just another exhuming target. Could anybody else be significantly improved around here? I've generally given people relatively nice things. It's just I need better people. And here's another thing. We only get so high with this. I want to get higher. A flower bed will surely sort things out, but how? Huh. Very limited space for... Oh, what? These are pre-positioned places. Oh, that's awkward. Ah, okay. Well, anything to make my thing better. Now that is one spiffing graveyard, but that's unfortunate because I just put a lot of effort into this guy and now he's taking up a flower bed space. I'll worry about that later, but not now. Right now, the flock need a shepherd, and I shall be the one to guide. Just tuned in. Did you find any inventory mods? Yes, I did. I got an inventory mod called Where's My Storage? And it can be edited, and I might still edit it later on. For example, the additional inventory space that I get on my person still doesn't feel like enough. But frankly, I think the problem is fundamental rather than something that can be whisked away with mods like this. I just don't think this game should have an inventory system. But that is but my immature opinion. I've only just started playing this game after all. Now get in here! I must give you the word of Almighty. The Pantocrator needs his soldiers. People agree. I do kind of wish we could speed this up, though. This is kind of like the harvesting animation in The Long Dark. Once you've seen it once, cool, don't want to look at it again. Although it is nice the way they say great sermon. And that is also rather nice. It's quite entertaining to watch the money come in, and I'm led to believe I'm getting the extra dollary dues because the graveyard is so nice. It makes sense, right? People are paying so that when they're living in the afterlife for the eternity, they're going to have a better time of it, and they're going to be more inspired to do that if they see that their grave is going to be lovely. Now, what was it I needed to do? I believe it was making myself a prayer for faith, which requires a bunch of stuff. Right. Then again, the combo prayer speaks to me as well. Does it actually tell me what it does, though? I don't know. I also don't know how to get quality writings. Maybe I'll focus on faith. So I need to make a chapter. Chapter is made at study. Chapter is not made at study. Chapter is made at desk. Chapter requires 3 loads of notes. Notes require pen and ink. Pen and ink requires ink. Ink requires conical flasks. Conical flask requires glass and research. The research requires... What the heck's that other thing? Black paint. Okay, one step at a time, game. I need ecumenical technology. So we're going to research some things. We tend to get a lot out of researching organs, so let's start with that. Yeah, that's a nice big fat stack of 50. Let's also investigate intestines. Alright, so far so not bad. Now let's look into blowing. And now I need to make glass. Glass is made at a furnace, or a furnace 2 or furnace 3. I'm pretty sure I have a furnace at home. You know what, it's really... This might look very tedious, and in a lot of ways it is. But I'm very much enjoying myself, and I think a big part of that is I'm chewing through the game. The game is entertaining enough to me, and fulfilling enough to me, that I want to chew through it to figure out all these things. This would be significantly less enjoyable if the motivation was not intrinsic and I was doing this with a Wikipedia spread across my thighs. Okay, glass needs sand. I don't have sand, but I'm going to go and get some, probably down by the water. That would be my best guess, and it's a pretty good guess. Meanwhile, you can keep your stone, and I don't know what to use maggots for yet, but I'm sure I'll suss that out. Keep your ores as well. I don't want my axe breaking on me when I'm down there, so while we're at it, let's make our tools be top-notch. I think it's kind of nice that the donkey won't appear until I give him carrots, because I've got a bunch of stuff to do that I could really do without being distracted for. I am continually bothered by that inventory limit. I'm going to see what happens if I say, don't give me 20, give me 50. Not 502 though, that's a bit much. Then it still says player limited to 21 out of 40. Yeah. God knows. Right, I need that sand. Sand is priority, but I might as well triage my inventory as I always do. Yeah, keep that. Keep the hemp even. You might need to reload or restart. Not impossible. Really not impossible. You save when you sleep, so I'll consider doing that when I sleep. Surprised this game went through the early access period that it did without, you know, changing this horrible inventory system, but I can only assume it was somehow much, much worse. Oh, we've already had that twice, Zombie Ant. People appearing on a specific day, and oh, that was yesterday, so we have to wait an additional whole bunch of days for them to appear. Doesn't bother me much now. We'll see if that changes in due time. So, we're on a hunt for sand. Sand will no doubt be by the water. How could it be anywhere else? How do I get it? How do I harvest it? Where do I harvest it? Maybe we don't do it over at this body of water, but maybe over at the far eastern body of water. Or maybe we do it right here. Well, isn't that convenient? God knows how much of this stuff we're going to need, so I think I'll just dig it till I'm exhausted. Oh, or... Okay, no, there we go. He stopped doing it for some reason. Need to shift locations to keep on digging. As they would say in Stronghold, oh great, digging. Can't believe there's some good old-fashioned cattails up north and he's not having any of them. Eat one of those, finish off your duty. Get some more. This is all the sand I'm going to need for a good long time. Ha! Go figure. Alright, can't imagine sand being used for too much other than glass. So let's go and blow ourselves 30 loads of glass, which is going to require a lot of wood, firewood. Need to chop firewood, huh? Oh well. Got it all in there. And let's go and make loads of firewood after sleeping for even more time. Really makes me appreciate Rune Factory for sure. Oh, I think Rune Factory's inventory and energy management systems are top bloody notch. So, firewood. Firewood is made from the big stumpy things, which I've already made a ton of, so this is convenient. I get to work. The days in Rune Factory are also very long, so you can get a lot done. But you have no... You're not held at gunpoint to play through the whole day. If you just want to do 20 minutes of stuff and go straight back to sleep, you can. Oh, I love your Rune Factory. I actually replayed it quite recently, so my hunger to play it again is not high, and even if it were incredibly high, I don't think I'd be doing it on stream. Alright, we use a lot of you, so just have a whole bunch of fuel, and I need that glass. I wanted rather a lot of glass. Make me 30 loads of glass. I don't know if that's considered a lot, but that's what you're getting. Whilst that is going down, I guess I could replace some of those belays. And we're already exhausted. How are our crops looking? Almost good enough. Wonder if there's any kind of time pressure with the crops, like if you leave them fallow, do they die? Will maggots overgrow and take over everything? I don't know. My impression is probably not, since this doesn't seem to be a game about time pressure, aside from managing the corpses, but now that we can get them pretty much mail delivery in exchange for carrots, wow, that is slow, isn't it? Okay. Mail order corpses takes the time pressure away from that in a big way. Hey, there we go. Come to me, maggots. We didn't get onions, though, did we? I need to sort out my onion deficiency. Speaking of, we do need to make sure that we're planting quality onions for our quality burgers, don't we? Also, we got a bunch of different things, and weren't we told to bring someone a bunch of stuff? Yeah, the rich merchant guy. I don't remember his name. I'll recognize him by sight, surely, he says, at the bottom, not having found him. Ah, there we go. It even says merchant. 12 carrots, 12 cabbages, 12 beets. 12 beets, 12 cabbages, 12 carrots. Alright, we're good. Don't tell me he only appears on certain days. I don't want to hear that. Oh, wow, he only appears on Horned Reaper Day, which is today! Oh, thank God for that. I was not up for dilly-dallying about that. Well, is there any reason not to just beat, not beat, but peat everything up? Also, holy smokes, the interface for doing this is unpleasant. Let's see. 1 press, 2 press, 3 press, 4 press, 5 press. Rough. Alright, let's go and speak to Merchant Man. Also, do I have any monies to make here? Probably not. It remembers if you fertilize, but not on the first time. I don't understand, but okay. Here's some carrots. Here's some cabbages. Here's some beetroots. And it gets us a story piece, which I still haven't figured out how to use. These vegetables are terrible. Sacred, the town, suburbs, water shortage, river, Vimor, do we really care? I have a dream. Oh no. It's good to have goals in life. Okay, high-end food market, Royal Council. But there's potential. A good fertilizer. Well, I'm using fertilizer. Hopefully it's good enough. Assuming we're counting peat as fertilizer. I missed that. You want me to do a what? He still wants a hiccup grass, and I need a trade license. I think I get that from the letterbox next to the church. He has grape seeds and more grape seeds, but that's not what I'm after. Wait, what was that other thing? Royal fish. Interesting, but no. One thing Stardew is missing, honesty. Yeah, as I said and said before, not the game for me, that Stardew. Okay, not much to look at here. I suppose I could buy my bread rather than making it. Might even be cost effective for making my burgers, but I'd really rather probably just make them. I spent a lot of my money making or buying up those seeds, and here I'm about to spend even more getting even more, but them's the breaks. I don't make the rules, I just enforce them. I hope I can craft myself some shoes that make me walk considerably faster than this, though. You weren't the guy. The guy was here, and now he's not here. Oh, is this where we find out the farmer's only available on certain days? Farmer, gloomy man, work-weary hands, and farmer's son. Huh, what's he playing at? Where is he? I'm gonna steal all of his berries if he doesn't show up, you know? Excuse me there, lad. Where's the patriarch? I don't care if he's terrifyingly angry, as long as he's terrifyingly open to business. Oh, tell you what, could always do with a bit more honey. No, doesn't want to let me have some honey. I mean, I can cut this down, but I can't get the other one. Madness. Oh, well, now he's there. That's spooky. Was he inside? Possibly. Right. I don't know how many seeds I currently have, which is unfortunate, because I'm trying to buy some right now. Can I check that? Okay. Give me 2 cabbage seeds, 1 hemp seed, and 3 beet seeds. I've already forgotten what I said. I think I said 2 cabbage seeds and a beet seed. So I want things to be multiples of 4. 1 hemp, 2 beet. He has no hemp. Okay, well I want wheat seeds. Growing wheat seems to be pretty good. And no doubt I need a lot of carrots to ensure that the bodies keep flowing my way. And if he has more to give me, I suppose I have more to buy. I like seeing that progression of unlocking more from him. No onions, though. Where can I get some onion seeds? You made of onion seeds? You made of onion seeds? Maybe it's a level up for the farmer. That would make a bit of sense. Burger looks powerful, so go figure we're gated. I'm still going to check in on the homeless guy. I've already got the teleport stone there, so no need to buy one from the tavern. Having 2, I'm reliably informed it does not reduce the... hold on, what's this? Oh, it's hemp. But I needed hemp. I think I needed 2 hemp seeds. Is that right? 1 hemp seed. Glad I double checked. Yeah, somebody told me that you don't get to reduce the cooldown on the teleport stone by having 2 of them. Right, so yeah, my best guess is that in order to get what I want there, I'm going to need to increase my level with him. Now, let's get planting. Hold on, can I plant even more peat? I have no idea if that helped or not. Oh well, let's just plant whatever. Thinking about it, if carrots are sold to get me bodies, there's no good reason for making quality carrots, is there? Not that I can think of, at least. So perhaps I should make a specifically garbage area just for making carrots for my proletariat friend. Ah, there we go. He won't notice he's just a dumb donkey. How many of these things do I have? I got 30? That doesn't go into 4? Why did I buy 30 of them? Oh well. 4, 8, 16, 20 something. Probably fine. It did not, says Attlebur. One wonders why it's an option then. I don't think any of the seeds you're planting have quality, Jake. If the produce has quality levels, then the seed has quality level. So what's the point in putting down peat? I mean, look at that. It's got what looks like an hourglass and what looks like a quality star. What does it all mean? What could it all mean? There we go. Wonderful multiple of 4. Peat reduces growth time as well. As well, you say? Still, what could it all mean? Right, we've got ourselves some glass. I need to figure out how to blow glass. But wasn't blowing glass done in the furnace? It's crafted at furnace 2, actually, so I actually need to make furnace 2. Right, good thing we have the know-how for that. Creeping further and further away from getting my saw blades, huh? Well... Furnace 2 requires quality parts and paper for some reason. I also don't get to see how large it is. I get the feeling I'm going to need more space for all the stuff I'm doing, and this swamp appears to be in the way. How do I clear the swamp? How do I get more space? I don't know. Probably some kind of story-related stuff to get us over there. Okay, quality tools then. Ah, but I'm out of iron. Buggery. Okay, well I guess I need to wait for my glass to be finished. Then I can get smelting yet more iron nuggets. Unfortunately, the selection screen I have here does not... What's the term? Does not lap from the top to the bottom by pressing up. How unfortunate. Alright, there we go. Give me some more bodies so I have stuff to do. And... I already picked up whatever you were. Expansion is a build option in the yard. But now, must have overlooked that. Why did I come down here? There must have been a reason. I feel like there was something I wanted underground here. Roll shelf. Oh yeah, I think I was looking at the paper that I needed. Looks like pigskin paper will work just fine. At least I hope it does. When do we get belts and inserters? So I think that's the zombie economy. Not entirely sure, but I've heard wind of a zombie economy. How we get to that, though, I don't know. But I suppose that's all part of the fun, isn't it? Speed potion recipe? Where were you? A potion to increase my speed. Now we are doing the talking. How do I do it? Is it a cooking thing? No. Is it theological? Do I write books on it? In the world do I actually make that speed potion then? Perhaps the world will never know. Alchemy, surely. Yeah, alchemy continues to elude us. No idea how to get started with it. Maybe that guy over there knows how to do it. So much gating. Alright, get me back home. I have a bajillion ignits to make. And there's still a bit of energy left in me, so maybe I'll cut down some trees of the like. before it's time for bed. Alright, there we go. Now, oh wait, there's still one more to go, okay. Well, sure, there's plenty of trees to hack to bits. Also, I need to look into ground clearance because I am already feeling the burn of lack of space. Is that full already? Okay. Increase yard space requires a lot of metal, but we can do it. Or rather, there's very little reason that we cannot do it. All in all, I need a lot of quality tools, which means I need a lot of metal, which means I need this glass to be done, so I can start making a bajillion loads of iron ingots. I often get confused between ingots and ignates, but I'm sure it's not important. I don't find it a matter of great importance to be saying what people think are the right words. To the ire of many. Alright, there we go. Give me the glass. As we can see, we can't make the stuff I wanted, so... Oh, hold on, I can just upgrade the thing! Ho 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 ho! That's a different story altogether. Isn't that cheaper than building a whole new one? Well, it matters not. First things first, I need some ingots. Just give me 2 for now. I'm gonna go to sleep. Does the Furnace 2 replace the Furnace 1? Most likely. Hopefully it smelts things faster, because it's very, very slow to get me the iron ingots that I need. Almost tempts me to make a second one. What's the time there, then? I mean, wasn't it 2.5 minutes to make one ingot? And we slept for... well, God even knows. Perhaps it's best not to think about. Point is, I need some complex iron parts. And with those, we shall upgrade you. And since we have little else going on right now, let's harvest some of this wood. I hope a body didn't arrive. If it did, I missed it entirely. And it'll be biodegrading without me. Ah! Speak of the devil. Poor time to have tired myself out, but we have learned that they last a good long time when they're on the processing table. Oh right, they go down the chute. How often I forget that. Oh. Alright, what kind of body are we looking at here? Probably not a very good one. Yeah, I mean, it'll be a 5-skull body like this, but do we really care about that? Actually, maybe we do. It's high time I exhumed some of those god-awful corpses, and it would be nice to have some decent ones to replace them with, so we will give you a good Christian burial. But I'm having your fat. There you go, you look fine enough to me. Come on out here, Mr. 5-skull. Oi, out. I'm a little tired, though. This might not work out so well, but we'll see what we can do. So, where do we have some really bad bodies? You're not terrible. But some of these guys are just so bad with all the reds. Oh, yeah, I mean, you're awful. Let's just exhume this body. Less work to remove your gubbins as well. Alright, we need to pay for the privilege. And that body is rotting. Come on. I'm not made of time here. So Daisy. Oh, it's in good condition. I might actually hack you to pieces if you don't mind. There There you go. And since you're such a good sport, I'm going to give you a nice... I said I'm going to give you a nice... Where's my food? Chomp. There we go. Nice proper grave for you. As for you... I might just hack you to bits. You are terrible after all. So much to do, so little time. So quickly my inventory gets cluttered with crap. Yes, I could keep Pete in here. Oh yeah, we're essentially living the life of the RimWorld pawn that's sent to harvest all the bodies in RimWorld. In fact, we're using all the tools we get in RimWorld as well. We can leave bodies out to waste, we can set them on fire, we can bury them, we can chop them up. The only thing that we can't do is destroy them with grenades, which some people were rather impressed with seeing in RimWorld. I was happy to oblige them. Some people didn't know that you could fight fires with explosives. I was happy to show that off. Is that firewood actually running for longer in this? I think it is. Alright, much as I need some of this stuff, I am horrifically short on iron, and it still takes forever and a day to process. That is sad, but in you get anyway. Let's clear you off before more bodies come my way. I want your skin. Since you're a garbage body, I'll just take everything. Yeah, I don't want to throw bodies into the river. Something about it doesn't sit right with me. That said, since this body was already buried, don't I already have its burial certificate? Maybe I can throw you into the river with impunity. Out of everything, I'd rather know for sure what happens with you, so I'm going to take the body. I would rather take everything out of the body, but I don't currently have a use for all of his organs, so I have a hard time justifying it. Right, so, curious to see, does this get me another burial certificate? Does it give me anything at all? Oh, of course, I've got the ashes, although we haven't found much of a use for those. We can use it in... I do get a burial certificate from someone that was already buried. Now, isn't that curious? Very curious indeed. Now, it costs more to exhume than it does than you make from selling the certificate, but I still feel like there's a trick to be had here. Don't know what that trick is, but I can sense it, and I have a sixth sense for these kinds of things. What you said with that paper, away you go. I'm sure I'll find something. So much garbage in my inventory, it's unreal. Right, I wanted to expand. I need to get some more quality tools. Quality bits and bobs. Sadly, this is taking forever. A couple of days until the next sermon, though. And I do not yet have the... anything to get my... Hold on. What was I trying to do? I needed to glass blow and get some black paint. I'm still very much keen on... There's two main things I'm keen on, right? I want to have an awesome graveyard and do awesome sermons. And that's very much where my focus is on right now. Anything I do along the way is very incidental. Inventing stories. But how do I get that black paint? Maybe somebody sells it, because I can't think of a way to get my grubby hands on it personally. Black paint, huh? Hang on, it's Man Day currently. Oh, I don't have the flyers for him. I was thinking about it, but no. Alright, never mind. Go and grab some much needed sleep. The Scottish sense, where you know how to wring every penny out of a situation. Can't take all the credit. Right, body. Are you a good body? Or are you a burn body? You don't look that good. Certainly take your fat and your blood. If we can find out what exactly is causing you to be so unpleasant, we could improve you significantly. But I need to take a nap before I consider what to do with you. What do we think, chat? Is it in the gut? Is it in the brain? Or is it in the heart? What is causing this individual to be so malicious and evil? Brain, the heart, or the intestines? It's got to be the gut. Go with Chumro's gut feeling. Will you save this person's eternal soul? Absolutely not. And we did a botched job as well, so I'm going to take his meat and his skin and then burn him. Do you get any hint in the description? Not currently. I'm under the impression that I will get that later on once I level up to a degree. Alright, this body is now pure evil after what we've done with it. And there's one surefire way to get rid of evil. Go. Hand of evil strikes again. Farewell. Yeah, I'm wanting to make my strange meat sawdust hamburgers. Slowly but surely we're working towards it. Ah, good to go. Now, are you quality or not? What I'm picking up here indicates the answer is no. So what was the point of putting down peat? Little star icon really made me think that I'd be getting higher quality goods by doing it this way, but now I'm convinced that that was folly. Oh well, them's the breaks. Just plant what I can. Doesn't appear to be a whole lot. Game is a real struggle against the controls. What a lark. Peat gives more seeds. Interesting. That could make it verily worthwhile then. I'm already hoping for the automation that's going to come with doing all of this. Yeah, I'm going to need them eventually. Let's get to work on them. And tomorrow is sermon day as well. Right, increase yard space. Go! I didn't even have to do any work. Lovely. And holy moly, what an expansion. That was huge. Lovely. Look at that. Already filling up my inventory space. Goodbye for now. Glass. I'll need to blow you later on. Got some stuff for my horrible basement. Basement full of guts and other maligned bits. If peat gives more seeds, then why did it give a countdown quality sign, though? Does it make any sense? I guess I can keep my seeds in here for now. Not sure what the maggots are for. Keep them there. I mean, we could probably cook and eat them. They are food. Much as people probably don't want to think about that. Let's try and stack up this meat and cook it up for something. We've barely done any cooking. Yeah, quite a bit of work to get this meat. That meat sound would sound nice if it weren't knowing that we're working with human meat. Very dead human meat as well. Firewood goes a good long way here. Now, if I just leave you here and make pretty much all of the meat ever, we should be fine. Ooh, beet slices. Carrot cutlets. Carrot cutlet out of just carrots. Not much of a cutlet. And I think I need to process some of this wood or we're going nowhere. Hi Jake and hi chat, says Junga's Blut. Absolutely love the game. Very appropriate for your content. Have fun, Jake. I am certainly having fun with this game. It's not without its issues, but those are issues I can deal with. No, I really want to have my good ceremony, so have a good night's sleep and get to work. Bryons. No, we're just eating meat, right? We're not eating the brain. I'm under the impression the brain is where the real risk is. Cancel out button here. This mod could do with some work. Good thing we're not a RimWorld person who complains about the floors being dirty, though. I've got plenty of filthy floors around here. And as for you, I need so many more ingots. Every single bit that I have, just process, please. And it's time for church. Hang on. Look at all this money I didn't take. That doesn't sound right. Boy, this is one nice looking graveyard. I imagine it could only get better. Can't make more flower beds, I need to get more of those orange flowers. Do you sell anything that I can put to use that I wasn't noticing before? Candles, perhaps? They're rather expensive as a stronghold too. Alright, let's get to it. I'm still really wanting to do better sermons than this, but the game demands a lot of you for progress. Our church is great, yes. Come to me, my flock. There is no wolf under this sheep rule. Very easy to please these people. Right, so let's try and crack down on what we need to proceed with this stuff. Hemp rope. I can make it now. I could make the handles if I could make honey, or beeswax rather. Haven't sussed that out yet. We've been able to get honey. Ooh, now that's how I use people's fat. Aha, there we go. I knew it would have some use. Let's just make that pigskin paper while we're looking at this for now. Right. I need to blow some glass. Where do I get black paint? Genuine question, because I haven't had any indication of where to get it so far. And I will need it. Aside from that, blowing glass seems reasonable now, once my ingots are done. Blow the glass, find the black ink. Yeah, make the pen and ink, make the writings. Try to figure out how to make quality writings, that's an important part. I don't think I need to study anything currently. And the chapters go into making the faith prayer, although maybe the combo prayer is even better. Water and ash on the... Oh god, alchemy again. Right, we really need to unlock alchemy then. It seems to be blocking us from a lot of stuff. Suspiciously so. Liking this faith economy though. Yeah, oil and ashes, or water and ashes, or something like that would make sense, but how do we get such progression? I guess I can just wander around the village, see if I can find anybody who wants to explain it to me. I don't like this tree, get out of here. blocking my good views. Be done in due time. My wifey confirmed it's oil and ash, yes. That's not the question though. How do we do that is the question. And the answer appears to be alchemy. Which gives birth to a new question. How do we get alchemy? I'll have a look around the village right now. Surely someone up there has got to know. Then again, maybe somebody on Witch Hill knows. There's a Witch Hill after all. Perhaps the witches know a good bit of alchemy. Maybe I can get some black paint out of those corpsey bits. This all seems awfully closed off. I am after these flowers though. Gotta have good looking flower beds for my graveyard. No? Anyone in Dead Horse now? Ink? Paper? Where can I find paper and ink? The old astrologer at the lighthouse every moon day. Oh, we just passed moon day. Astrologer? That's probably the guy, right? Surely they'd know alchemy. Swamp to the west. The west is broken by the west is detached by a broken bridge. So probably not that. You there? You gonna trade anything for me? Like some black ink? Recipes for fish delicacies, tasty, sweet baking, and pies. You know what? Teach me how to make a good pie. Berry pies and grape pies. Ooh, you know, that berry pie could be handy. Oven, professional oven, 35. We shall see. Fix the bridge, bro. Yeah, that was my next logical thought. Let's see if it can be fixed. Well, would you look at that? I absolutely can. I figured this would be an event. Don't know why I didn't think to even check. Oh god, some repair job. Alright, come on, make haste. I see some ingots. Well, some ingots to be. That's good. I could almost get through that. This is looking a bit swampy. It was a less than flattering nickname I had from someone. I had for someone back in the day. Looks like the path is to the south, though. So there is a quick travel stone in the game, Diller, but I've got a mod that makes you just click a button and it pops right up rather than having to go into your inventory for it. Also allows you to add some extra destinations to it, even custom ones. Seems like a bit of a maze here. This is feeling very Secret of Evermore-ish. Not ideal. Oh well, while I'm here, I might as well take the iron. We are in dire need of it, probably. Ooh, nice yield. So our delicate, potentially Canadian arms are getting all tired out. Did we get around? Is it further down? While I'm at it, though, keep ourselves going. Munch, munch. No, not that. If things continue to be a lot of effort away, I might go and see that guy underneath my building. Because it seems like I've still got a ways to go before I can get my better sermons. Mysterious. And baked meat and the perhaps misplaced desire that I can someday make my mystery meat burgers. So much inventory management in this game. What were they thinking with regards to that? Heaven help me if I know. At least we're slowly but surely making our way over to that sawmill, which I still think I want. So it's almost certainly a maze. Looks like the better way is to go down bottom left-ish way. I can give it a go. Gotta remember that I do need to blow some glass. Oh, you're still working away, huh? Oh well. When I play this game, I update the church to max faith gain as a top priority. Well, I don't know what max is or how to go about it. This is a blind playthrough, but perhaps someday I will know. But I'm pretty sure it came down this way already. At least it's a little easier to see, since it's a lot lighter now. I keep my monitor at minimum brightness at all times. Spare my poor eyes lest they get roasted by flashbanging monitors. Isn't it lovely when a game just immediately shifts to full white screen? You get blinded. It is not nice. Oh, hiccup grass. That's what the merchant needed. And isn't the merchant around on Day of Horn? Yeah, which means he'll be around tomorrow. I should keep that in mind. Don't know why they made characters just appear on certain days. It seems like it is tailor-made to be irritating like that, but there are some questions with this game. I do need a technology. Do I have such a technology? Sounds like it'd be farming in nature. Could be the Master Gatherer. Doesn't cost a lot. Let's do it. I have not yet discovered these weird, wonderful red mushrooms. Would you look at that? Now I just need to get to you. Exactly. Fixed up my eyes once, no need to put them in jeopardy. I'm impressed. I really thought over the years, and it has been quite some years since I got that done now. 5 maybe? Possibly longer. I figured that, you know, it's going to be temporary. My eyes are going to give out and only get worse, but actually, anything but. Build a... Oh my god, I'm a nail short of building this bridge. I have to come back around. Please no. Please sell me a single nail. You can either make me this potion, shouldn't be too hard, you can bring me a new cauldron. Okay, so this is our route to becoming an... Oh no, we've got it right! Alchemy workbench, hand mixer, alchemy mill, burning witch! Okay, that's the big win. A silver star pumpkin. Well, if someone could teach me how to make quality ingredients, that would be grand. Pumpkin, health potion, cauldron, or none of the above. I don't have teleport to witch, or do I? Beam me up, Jerry. Is witch... There's Witch Hill. There's also Witch's Land. I'm assuming this is the Witch's Land, because I don't see Swamp on the list. Let's see how that works out for me. Hopefully it doesn't take me to somewhere I haven't been before. Ah, there we go. How convenient. I'm not making that run again. Hell no. A waste of time. Right. Take my mushies. Take my hiccup grass. Shouldn't be too much else for you to take. I should have left my salt in there as well. Ingots, iron ore. I have no idea what to do with this sin shard, so I'll just leave it behind here. Leave behind the paper. Sturdy parts. Right, can I finally get blowing this glass? We need conical flasks. Make me 6 of them. I don't really know how many I'm going to need, but we'll start with that. My carrots are also looking nice and juicy. Lots of things looking nice and juicy down here. If you hold Y when next to something, he automatically goes and does it, but not with the harvesting. That might be for the better, also might not. Right, so I think the impression we're getting is that peat is good. Certainly getting back more of the seeds seems like a reward in and itself, so let's believe that that's good. Oops, oh well. Never mind that then. Hey, this gives me an opportunity to check and see if it actually makes things faster. Good thinking, Jake. Wish I thought half as well as you do. The torture. I don't want to spoil that bridge building experience for you. I'll probably get it done eventually, right? I need to stop pinging that up. I keep thinking that R1 is my inventory, but no, it's select and then L1, or however to get over to here. Right. It's Horn Day. Why was Horn Day important? Because the merchant is around. Let's take a nap and go and see him. Also gives me an opportunity to sell off yet more of my thingamajiggers here. Apologizing? Why, what? Anyway, I'm not really here to worry about you and your mistress. I am here to mix and dosh, and maybe someday unlock your next tier of goodies. Not to the point where I want to buy your things. Yeah, it just doesn't seem cost effective to buy ways to regain energy. Weird task here, just go back and forth between two people in the same building. Oh yeah, once again a hint to go to the astrologer, something we've failed to do because apparently he only comes around on Moon Day. Not that we've checked, but why doubt? That said, I don't actually know where the lighthouse is. Perhaps the map does. Well, I'm guessing it's along beach somewhere, either up or down. I think I already checked down, so maybe we'll try up next turn. Now, here you are. I have hiccup grass for... Oh. Okay, well, good thing we have the ability to swiftly jump around. Now, where did I put that hiccup grass? Inventory management is fun with a capital F-U. Get rid of you, get rid of you, get rid of you. I guess even get rid of you, and even you, perhaps. And on top of that, I wanted to see if I could get something out of the church here. Exhume permission... I can actually get the royal stamp and building permission. Oh god, I gotta pay for it. And oh god, it's expensive. I'm assuming that's how I can start selling meat, though. I would need to be a rightful citizen to get a... Oh, well, I can just become a rightful citizen. Although it doesn't need to be any benefit to doing so. I'll do it anyway. Yeah, there we go. Trade license is needed. And holy moly, looks like money is important. Who would have thought? Moon Day? I know that makes sense since we have a Sunday, but it just sounds so wrong. But we say it all the time. So, could we perhaps have some more flower beds? I want one over here, but now I've gone and blocked it off with you, huh? Oh well, of course there's one that I can put right up here. Happy days. In fact, we still have more, so we will have more. Happier my grave place looks, the more people are willing to give me money, probably. Yeah, but shrubs and things are in the way. Right, now that I have that... Yes, we do. Love potions, eh? Just like Rune Factory. Okay, well, never mind you. Still do want my onions. Can't make my burgers without onions. But I'm convinced I'm going to need to trade with the farmer guy to level him up enough for that. That's fine, though. Got plenty of space for creating more food, so why not? Oh, he's not here. Oh yeah, he's always late, isn't he? Or so we've been told. Gonna steal his berries until then. Steal more than just his berries. Ah, see, there we go. Lazy bugger. Now. Oh, that's a lot of trading to level you up. Perhaps even too much trading. Maybe I should just buy all of your stuff? No, that's starting to get way too expensive. Just give me a fat stack here, stuff. Carrots et al. How I end up turning this into money is my problem. So I can't remember if I sold off all of my thingamajiggers here. I did. I don't think I'll think too hard about what I'm planting here. I'll just plant anything and everything. The interface for doing this is very unpleasant. I don't know how it looks for you, but it feels for me quite barbaric. I'm not willing to believe that that's a controller issue. Get in there, get in there, get in there. Stardew certainly has the game beaten on that front, though. I recall it being considerably easier to do the farming. Of course, on the flip side, Stardew Valley is a farming game. But, as is often the case, completely demolished by Rune Factory. It's not even immediately apparent which of these blocks I'm looking at. The zombie farms fix that. Oh yeah, I'm looking forward to automating, that's for sure. I think that's what some games do on purpose. Make things a little painful so that you can aspire to working on automation. These are also so many different kinds of seeds that are going to be clogging my inventory. So I'm not really even looking at what I'm planting here, just planting what needs to be done. Ah, I can count both of my inventory slots, or both of my inventory bunches. That's rather nice. There we go, get to work. Feels terrible on mouse and keyboard too. Okay, good to know. Right. I don't think I'm keeping seeds here. I guess I'm keeping my sticks in here. What about my maggots? I think I left my maggots with my food. Yeah, without the mod, items only stack up to about 30 or so as well. What a nightmare. I don't know about the peat. I'll just throw you in there for now. That's my second silvery story. And would you look at that, I got ruined books. I can salvage those as I recall. Not currently sure what I meant to be doing now though. I got wrapped up in a bunch of things and none of those things were progressing towards what I wanted. Which is, of course, making myself better sermons. Still got 1, 2, 3, 4 days until the next one, but what am I even doing at this point? Oh, right, alchemy. We had just unlocked alchemy. Get myself an alchemical rack, some acid injection-y stuff, a distillation cube. Maybe I can finally distill. Embalming. Gives extra white skulls on my burials. Ooh. Prayer for purpose. Faith up 10%. Faith multiplied by 1 to 3. Sounds good, but I bet there's a lot more to it. Also, even more distillation. I guess I could. But let's try not lose too much. Hang on, I can make another preparation place. I don't want to get in the way of grabbing my saw blade, though. Focus, Jake, focus. Mail of Faith, fancy carved gravestones. No, no. What I want is better sermons. Right, what I should do is go down and see what is needed to get myself this black ink or black paint. So down into my church I go. It's a corpse, as you say. Okay, okay. Certainly going to need to build something, but what? It doesn't really matter, I can't afford any of them. Why is this? How could this be? A hand mixer, an alchemical workbench, needs gears of some sort, and some fancy glass things? Fancy glass things? Explain yourselves. What's the glass thing to begin with? Smithing, right? Oof. Glass blower 2. Advanced conical flasks. If I have to, I guess. Right, what do I need for advanced conical flasks? Just the ones I have with a bit of water and a lot of time. Okay, I guess. There was also a need for a lot of metal parts. Like a whole bunch of you to start with. At least working lots and sleeping lots is surely going to make these conical flasks be ready better, faster. Wasn't I short on nails somewhere? Give me a batch of nails as well. Is that weirdo still in my dungeon? He is not in my dungeon. When he appears, I do not know. Was he on my known NPCs list? Can't remember what he looked like. I think he was bald, like all weird people. But I don't see him there. suspicious at all. Crate full of brains and arts and bits that are somehow not going off there. And to think we haven't looked into embalming yet. Yeah, nails for the bridge. Not sure how keen I am on making that bridge, but seems like we always do need nails. So, who wakes up saying that? Sometimes I just wake up more tired than when I went in, right? That's some conical flasks, hopefully enough, because I need a whole lot more ingots where I'm going. Of that I'm near certain. Make me a bunch of them, please. It comes at the green day. Well, we're on the green day, right? American Idiot Day? Oh, yeah, there he is. Oh, good. Well spotted. I don't know how long it would have taken for me to clock onto this guy being here. Would have been a random shout. I'm not sure I would have checked today either. Alright, here we go. I have nothing against you. I can help you. Key, lockpick. Again, someone wanting a key. We don't know anything about keys. Be nice if I could clear this out as well, but I still need my circular saw for that. Hey man, are you ripping bald people? It's God's permanent haircut that he gave me. Ha ha! Laughs Angel behind the tears. How are you liking the game? I'm very much liking the game. Certainly has some weak points and some friction issues, almost all relating to the inventory. Some relating to interfacing, like doing this farming is kind of like pulling my own teeth out. Right. I don't think I ended up making any of those complex parts that I need, so let's get working on that. And now, truth be told, I can't remember what I needed this stuff for, but it was probably something to do with the church. So we'll take another nap and go and check out the church, because I really want to have better sermons. It's all I truly want. This constant need to sleep is bizarre. I feel like I'm missing something. Wouldn't be the first time. I started playing that Ronin game, and I think I jumped over the sword in the tutorial, so I was unable to do anything. Maybe I've missed some work gloves that would help me not be so incredibly exhausted constantly. Maybe. You're missing foods. Possibly. I just don't think foods look like a good return, especially when sleeping is free and time is not pressured. Right. I don't know which of these are... Oh god, they all need planks, and I don't have planks. Those are planks, right? Okay. Back we go. Good thing I have all this wood. How many flitches do I have? I have lots of flitches. Make me an obtuse amount of... Well, make me a multiple of 7 iron planks, because... wooden planks. Do we have the gubbins for sandwiches? Still don't have the onions to make burgers. Slower metabolism, all buffs last longer. With some sauerkraut. I mean, it's energy, but I'm still gonna need to chew them down. Seems like I'm just wasting money. Reduces the chance of surgical error. Yeah, I'm not sold. Not when sleeping is free. Playtime and travel to bed is time that you waste. Ah, my time is cheap. I will concede though, we are getting a lot of vegetables with not a whole lot to do with them. I might consider. If you think sauerkraut is so good, let's see if we can make some and enjoy some. Now you do get 3 loads of it, but you gotta use 3, 2, and 1. Alright, make me 6 loads of sauerkraut. Yet more stuff to bulge up our inventory with, after all. And then... chomp it right down. Yum, yum, yum. Right, Manday, the Inquisitor, will be doing his rounds. I suppose I could give him the flyers, which I haven't made. No, of course I need ink for that. Still short on my black paint. This isn't too bad a grind for getting up my red technology to get that sawmill, which I do eventually need. There we go. Could eat more, but let's just sleep. Bring that sermon ever closer. Why not quick slot the food? Huh, haven't even looked into quick slotting, but I do see the quick slot thing in the bottom left. Have a look, shall we? How do I quick slot you? I have no idea. Use you, maybe X to equip. What's the X button? That's the X button. Hey, there we go. Sauerkraut on demand. What else do I use often from the inventory? Pretty much nothing. Where am I getting salt from? Am I getting salt from corpses? Maybe. Anything's possible, right? And we're a little shy on corpses as well. Why is this arrow at the top? Look, go away. Right, what am I doing? Still need to get all sorts of alchemical. Back to the church we go. Oh, ho, ho, ho. Yes, my child. Yeah, corpses either are our meals or season our meals. The cycle of life. Right, I need a hand mixer. Looks like it fits there like a glove. Well, the glove parts do at least. Alchemical workbench. That is different from this other stuff, right? One will assume so. It does rotate, but I don't think it fits in anywhere amazingly well, does it? It's made to frustrate. I guess you can go over there. Should have made alchemical workbench 2 instead. No, I don't have the cogs for it, so never mind. Alchemical mill needs that fancy stone slabby stuff. The church workbench. Bizarre. Without knowing the shape of everything, it's really hard to know where to put things. Yes, that doesn't waste much space, but this wastes almost no space. You already have the workbench. I do? Ah, so I do, it's that. Okay, well that makes my life a little easier. I already have a desk. I don't have a scroll shelf, though. Is that relevant? I don't know. Does it go anywhere sensibly? I also don't know. That seems fine, I guess. So what am I missing? I'm missing stones from a distillation cube. Could be too hard to get those stones. Let's build things and then see where to go from there. I wish we could pick up and move these things. I think I have to destroy them in order to move them. If indeed we do that. Nope, still no circular saw. It costs a staggering 200 red technology pieces. Which, as you can tell, we don't have. Right, what can be done here? What the hell is this? Can I mix blood with some chaos solution? I can blind craft with this. What? Also what? Okay, well, what's happening here? Blood and water makes a goo of... What? Can I study this goo of health? Powder, fluid, and essence grinding down of. Okay. Wow, even when I know the combinations, it's blind. That seems unpleasant. What do I mix ash and water? Can I make my black paint this way? That's not black paint, that's electric goo! Alchemy sucks because of blind mix. You can buy recipes from the witch. Interesting. Then I might just do that. But she wants me to make her a cauldron. Hand mixer. Oh my god, is everything blind? No, surely not. Surely not. Surely not. Alright, well let's shove a brain into the mixer. We turned it into a solution of life. Where is it? Ah, there it is. Well, I have no idea what I'm doing here, and the game's not very forthcoming on it. Do we have a tech tutorial on alchemy? No. What the hell is this then? Okay, did we learn anything? I'm not convinced we did. I turned the fat into something in the hand mixer. Slowing solution. This is making a lot of no sense. Good thing I've got the patience of a god. Yeah, I'm getting a whole lot of nothing here. What's the reasonable solution here? The reasonable solution is to go out and mine some rocks so I can get the dissolving cube. Surely once I have that, everything will become a lot clearer. The wiki is required if you don't like hours of mix and match. Oh god. Oh, this game had to have some caveats somewhere, didn't it? Now, we've got people around here who love this game. Surely they can figure out how to love through all of that. What's this? Just some blockage, which I would happily get rid of, actually. It only needs 10 little stumpy things, which I can make right here. There we go. Well, maybe we could mine out some of these rocks and whatnot, but no. Yeah, so about those tech points, you see them quickly pop up above me when I do something. It was bothering me when tech points would just drop on the ground, because sometimes they wouldn't actually get picked up and they just lie around there until you do walk past them. So rather than have them drop on the ground, we just instantly grab them. And that is what they call quality of life. There still exists this delay when you harvest something before you pick it up, which is a bit yeah, but what's a man to do? Somebody here. Doesn't seem like any of my business, but maybe there's something really good on the body. I think I'll exhume you in the morning, just out of curiosity. Nothing but idle curiosity. I also really need to triage my horrific inventory. Maybe make a few more wedges first. Ah, but if I exhume it, I'm probably going to need permission to exhume, so I'll need to pick that up as well. Whoops. Okay, I already don't like having you here. I just pressed up and ate when I did not want to eat. So what do? We go equip and we unequip you. How do I unequip? How do I unequip? Maybe I have to run out of them? Hmm. Equip something else, then unequip? Yeah, so there's unequip for a lot of other things, but I don't have a way to unequip you. Okay. Well, you're a little curse on me then. Maybe equip something I'm not going to have any. Oh well, never mind that then. What am I trying to do? I want to go over to the church, and I want to exhume that body for fun and possibly profit. Running a bit low on dosh though, but we can fix that, probably. Meanwhile though... Holy moly, all these different items. The inventory system in this game could lead a man to madness. Right, get out of here, get out of here, get out of here. And you, and you, and you, you. Don't know what to make of all these healthy jublet things. Maybe I should keep alchemical things down in alchemical area. Instructions for the key. You need to use a keeper's key within instruction tables. What now? Study table, keeper's key, instructions of. Guess I could figure that out. I guess. You could always build more chests to organize stuff. It doesn't change the fact you have to keep going back to the chests and constantly offloading your stuff. It's a very not fun experience, in my opinion, in these kinds of games. Still liking this game. I want to make that quite clear. I know I'm sounding like a moany old sow about this, because I am, but it is quite terrible. Right, you. What's your story? You're coming with me. Right, so... You're a pretty terrible corpse. I want to figure out if there's anything cool on you first, though. I don't think there's anything extra here, is there? I'm not seeing anything extra. I'll steal your blood and fat, and then I'm going to set fire to your corpse. Of course, I should steal your meat as well. Don't forget, it is Moon Day. You're right, it is Moon Day. And Moon Day won't last forever. So, I'm taking your skin as well, by the way. Let's go and hunt down the lighthouse person. %0% condition on you as well. Don't worry, I'm giving you a fast track to being one with God here. The Almighty will take care of your body, for we on this mortal plane did not. Now get me out of here. I'm on it. Out of my way. All of you. I have been on a soul search for black paint for a long time. Now I thought I was onto a big win by mixing the ash and the water, but seems my big win was not sizable enough. Yet to figure out what use all these flowers are, but maybe someday we will. Right, lighthouse. Is it up or is it down? Could it be here? Could it be here? A lot of apples here. Can I have these? No. You there. I need answers. Yeah, I really don't have time for your life story. Are you going to give me black paint or no? Graveyard, quiet, stroke of beard. Bring me a skull. Okay. Here you go. Wait, did I have a skull on me? One day you'll learn much about the human body. I'm working on that currently. I need your help. I need ink and paper. Ah, maybe that thing we saw at the top of Witch Hill was the portal. Perhaps even the portal back home. That may or may not be the ending. God, is that going to be our fate? We're going to turn into the bouncing, wisecracking skull? Ah, a key. Right, we have been after that. If only I'd found this guy weeks ago. Alright, but really, laddie, I need some goods. So, would you look at that? Pen and ink? Ink with pen? He doesn't sell me the paint. But at least he sells me the ink. I guess I'll just take the ink. I don't recall if I need anything... Oh, God, I don't have any money. Of course I don't have any money. Why would I have any money? I think you need feather for pen and ink, right? For now, just give me a feather. Are you willing to buy some of my junk? Fishing? Oh god, no. There's a chance that the fishing in this game is good, but it's a pretty low chance. I have an old one, just a thing, but not a gift. Bait. Alright, grand. He wants some moths. Grill it, slice it, oil. Uh-huh. Fascinating. Right, so, slight problem. I want your stuff. Oh, God. He only comes here on this day, doesn't he? Ah. Why the game does that, I will probably never know. So look out for spending all my money. Right, what do we do when we have no money? We take care of corpses, of course. Here's some carrots. If you want the alchemical recipe for stuff, just say so. Yeah, I really want to advance with that, and I do not want to wait 7 days to see him again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 days. Did I get the stones? I think I did, so surely I can make my dissolving cube. Yeah, if it's a just check the wiki scenario anyway, then I got no problem just being handheld to the answer. Why would I? Guess I can just shove you here, but that feels wrong. Well, I'll do it anyway. Black paint is oil and ash. Oil is wine press and fat. I believe I'd been told that oil is wine press plus fat. But that means getting an oil press, and that means... Is that a building or farming in nature? Wow. Okay. Can't get you because I don't have the ecumenical knowledge for it, but I can surely get the ecumenical knowledge for it by studying, I don't know, peat? It's got to be something I can study that doesn't use up my my faith, right? Somebody said it was like gels and powders and things, so maybe if I alchemize something together, let's blindly do salt and water, make aquavitae. No, I just got more goo. How about ash with blood. Goo of life. That sounds new. Study the goo. Right, wonderful. Wait, I barely got anything out of that. That is a problem. I guess I wanted to study something properly. Let's study skin, shall we? And with that, I can get my wine press. Now, where do I press? Be too much to ask to do it here. We do it outside of our home. This feels more not wine pressy. Oh, but it is. And I need more stones and more complex metal parts. We'll get right on that. More ingots, please. Complex metal parts. Some stones as well after a good night's sleep. We'll sleep and give our sermon and get more stone. Boy, it is... It's easy to fall down an absolute well of things to do in this game. Can I give you a hint on Tech 2 development, says Johnstar? I'd rather you didn't. I'm quite enjoying feeling out this game, except for things that I'm bawling and screaming about needing, like the ability to make that black stuff. Alright, there we go. So, what was it again? I needed some stone. Oh, but I got stones right here. Now, trust me, I know the temptation of yelling at a streamer what to do in a game when you know it well, and they're clearly just fumbling and bumbling. But I am enjoying biting off various different bits of this and finding out what to do where, when, and why. Although some is a bit obtuse and a lot of things are really tedious, but that is my... What is this? Why would I plant up here? Maybe you can use that before you got the permissions. But yes, that is my cross to bear, not yours. The witch needs a red potion. Cabbage solution mixed with intestine powder. Well, I can't solution things yet, but maybe in that cube that I'm building I'll be able to. Hang on, I don't want to miss my sermon here, but I do want the stone. Wonder if there's a penalty for missing your sermon. Vine press. Oh boy, look at its weird shape. We'll press wine right next to the outhouse. No one will find issue with that, I'm sure. $10 units of oil. Nice. Right, sorry folks, it's not a better sermon today, but someday it will be. The blind mixing is one thing, but why do you not get the recipes after making it the first time is beyond me. Yeah, lots of decisions like that to make me question the sanity of a lot of things done in this game. Yes, render unto Kaiser. Of course, it's no good if I don't pick it up. You get a recipe after it succeeds. Really? I succeeded in making all of that goo, but maybe goo is not successful enough. Right, I made my distillation cube. Is it about my cube? Let's distill a heart. Oh, it takes time. Oh, boy. Okay. This is my hand mixer, right? I feel like I'm missing something here. Anyway, I've got my oil and I got my ash, so... Ash and oil and... Hooray! And it does show up here. Right, well we got our black paint. We are somewhere now. Caesar's not getting that 10k back. He abused me horribly last time. So... How did this go again? I need to make ink. Good. Oh man, I needed 3 quills, not 1. I thought I was being clever by buying 1. Okay. Well, let's start by making 5 loads of ink at least. Yet another load of inventory fluffing equipment. Right, where can I get a feather? There was somewhere that was able to sell them earlier, and that was in the chicken egg basket. So I think it was just self-serve. Let's believe that it is. Okay. Get 2 of those. Ah, look who it is. Can't remember if I picked up the certificate from burning that corpse. Looks like I did. You're telling me there's no more corpses? Huh. I feel like we're overdue a corpse. Anyway, dead horse. If I have anything to give you... I'm actually curious how much my sauerkraut sells for. $18 dues. I make them 3 at a time. Not sure how effective that is, but at the very least take this off my hands. Good to see him getting a bit richer, if nothing else. Graveyard Keeper is my favourite farm sim for vibes, but not for mechanics, lol. How about Rune Factory? Specifically 4, of course. Alright, this feels cheaper than buying them off the other guy. Anyway, I'll need 2 more. And now, perhaps we can finally get somewhere with this. Yeah, some of these design choices do have me aghast. Right, pen and ink, at long last. We can write, maybe. And we use the pen and ink. Maybe I should have bought a lot more of those things, but I don't exactly have the money. With that, we can make notes for the chapter. But here's my problem. The notes need to be of high quality. And there's only 20% chance of being that quality unless we use our silver stories. But if I do use my silver things, I'll get 3 of them at bronze quality, which will allow me to make a chapter, which will allow me to do prayer for faith, which is probably the right play? Probably. Alright, well, let's just see if it works out. So use my silvery story things and craft 3 of these. Sure. You need skills before it becomes viable. Skills? Viable? I don't know what you're talking about. Anyway, let's do this. Alright, it was a silver note. Hey, that might even be good. Might even be too good. Okay, that was a more standard looking one. Let's make another note. Again, I want it to be quality. I'm running out of goods for this. Is it actually using my pen and ink properly? I thought I only had... well, God knows. Make it anyway. Right. And then with that... we can make a potentially half-decent chapter. Oh, damn. Reasonable chance that this chapter isn't going to be good enough. The ink has charges. Yeah, I was wondering why it didn't look like I'd used it all. What's up with that? Ah! Seems alright. Oh, but it's even more bulking up of my inventory. Why? It's a lot I don't understand about this game, but whatever. Right, this puts me in a bit of a pickle. It looks like if I make this chapter, I only have a 43% chance of getting one that I can use for my prayer. Do I just roll the dice? Hell yeah, I roll the dice. And I'm too tired. Finish it off. A for freaking aces. Alright, get me this half-decent prayer. Alright, this better not have charges. Also, it got quality? That seems like a pretty good roll. So... was this actually good? Sermon money plus 20%, faith times 1. But this one gives faith times 2. So was this actually any better? I think I'd rather have faith times 2 than faith plus 50%. Yes, it is better in my opinion. I'm not seeing it, but I'll believe it. Anyway, I should probably dunk alchemical related stuff here. So take the ink bottles, take the oil, this weird goo. I need to research that key. Take my prayer. Actually, can you just hold on to all my prayers? Maybe I can still use them if you're down here. Take my ashes, although I'm sure I've got those elsewhere as well. It is better, and there's a flat 1 silver too. Well, we'll see it in action soon enough. Get those weird goo things off my hands as well. Surely 4 skulls isn't harder to cover than 16 rebar. You've got to suspend disbelief when it comes to things like that in these games. Right, I was meant to research that key here as well, though. Where was that? Oh, also, I also have life extract. But what does it do? Perhaps we'll never know. I'll just dunk you in here for now. Something about a key. Can I study the key? Yes, but I need more faith and I need more science. And how do I get science again? Studying pieces of paper worked before. This will decompose. Fine by me. Really tells me that I need more paper to decompose. There's got to be something else I can decompose for science, but plain paper seems fairly easy to get because of all the pig skin that we can process. Seems bizarre. There must be a better way of doing that. Afternoon, Jake. How's the heat treating you? There was a power cut earlier, and I can only assume that's because lots of people with air conditioning on, straining things, but that might have not been the case whatsoever. Right, never mind this. Let's get back to Sweet Home. In 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 days, we can put that prayer to use. Kind of looking forward to seeing that in action. But go to bread for now. Easy now. We do need money, and processing corpses will help with that. Also help if my tools aren't completely dead. Now, are you a good corpse or a bad corpse? Looks pretty bad. I think I'll just take your bits and then we'll be saying goodbye to you. That includes your meat, I'm sorry to say. Although at this point, should I be taking everything now that I have alchemy? Feels like I could put everything to use. Perhaps not good use, but still use. Bazzy just can't help himself. He says, stockpile blood and skulls. You'll thank me later. I'll take your word for it that I'll do it later, because I'm not doing it now. Maybe I can fix that bridge while I'm here. I didn't mean to warp here. I misclicked for going to my morgue. But where was that bridge at? Yeah, there we go. Let's do some honest work for a change. Ah, you're not even here. Oh well, never mind you then. Why build the bridge when you can just teleport? I'm not sure if that teleportation order is around in vanilla or not. So just to pay the toll, so to speak, I figure I should build the bridge. Could you imagine how frustrating it would be? Without the teleportation, you walk all the way there. Oh, they're not there. You walk all the way back, and you don't even know when to go back and see them again. Sounds unpleasant. Alright, take this horrible, cursed body, because I still demand payment for my services. I really hope we can build a proper crematorium at some point, having to constantly remake these pyres. It's tedium in a game that's already overflowing with tedium. Oh yeah, these trees came back. Fairly certain I destroyed them previous. Man, there has got to be a way to make my poor guy stop getting so exhausted all the time. He loses so much energy so quickly. Yeah, the poop made for an insane speed boost. We almost glitched out the game with it. Well, we did glitch it out. It looked like we'd soft locked, but thankfully we hadn't. Well, maybe thankfully. I think I'm not going to do any more planting, because I'm not sure what use it would be currently, and it is very tedious. Unlike getting my my graveyard up and operational and doing some good sermons, I'm not really interested in this planting. Although I suppose I do need the carrots, huh? No carrots, no more bodies to process. Oh, the game's got me in a bind there, I suppose. One of my Egyptian co-workers visited us this week in Budapest and noted how insanely hot it was. Jings, an Egyptian is saying that. They know how to handle heat like an Egyptian. Doesn't come off the tongue quite like walk like an Egyptian, does it? I will grow more of this crop waste because I do see the utility in peat. Nah, I'm ignoring those people from the Inquisitor. I just wanted to kill them, and there was no option to kill them, so they will see no interest in mine. This looks pretty good. I might just bury this corpse good and truly. Let's take its blood, take its fat, and then give it a good Christian burial. There we go. Nice body. I could be convinced to exhume a bad body in exchange for this, actually. Let's go and find a really terrible body and switch places. I mean, you're just awful, so... I have the money. Also, is anybody wanting to give me anything? No. No one ever thinks of their poor priest. Right, you there. It's a shame I have to take down all these things just to exhume. Figure I could just dig in the center bit. Seems easy enough. You get out of here. You get in here. It's kind of a crappy tombstone, but it'll do for now. Actually, a lot of this is crappy. Let's go and see if you have anything for me. Before I burn you, that is. Oh my, there's so much to take out of you. And you've got a sin shard, which we still haven't figured out what the use for is, but someday we will. We keep the skulls, we keep the skin, we keep a lot of things. Feels like my basement is mostly just for storage. Yeah, the sauerkraut is proving useful for when I need energy in a pinch, I'm sad to say. But right now, man's gotta sleep. Looking forward to my awesome sermon. Bring in the faith. And then we make our church even better. More money, more faith. I suppose that's the next big thing that I'm wanting to focus on. Make my graveyard and my church even better. I am a little saddened that I'm behest to my carrots for that. If I want more corpses, I need more carrots. It's not the only thing I need. If I want better gravestones, then I'll need to look into that. But for now... Illumination of faith? Stained glass windows? I don't know how to do incensing. A wooden prayer station would certainly... certainly improve how mighty I look up there. Wooden prayer station, huh? That better be over in the church. Imagine if it wasn't. May I make a quality of life suggestion? Absolutely yes. Wooden church shrine. Ah, I need the saw blades for that. I'm curious about this though. Where do you go? If anywhere. Nowhere? Where's that meant to go? I mean, I guess I can have another pew here. In fact, is there any reason not to just have all of the pews? Maybe they can be upgraded at some point, but better to have them now than not. Most locations in which storage can be built auto-connect with the crafting and building in that given area... What? Most locations in which storage can be built auto-connect... I've already got a mod that connects all of my storage together. I mean, I could see that that happened, but I did not like the fact that it was still independent in areas. Right, what about one of these things? I shove one here and here. Well, they're still boosting my quality, but I imagine I need to put a proper candle on it. Candles need wax. Don't know how to get wax. I mean, gathering beeswax is apparently available, but my attempt to do so netted me nout. Slow down, Bazzy Joe. Slow the heck down, right? I'm trying to sniff this game out and enjoy it, not have it spoon-fed to me along the way. Rather nice, but those candles, huh? We can see how the prayer goes next time. Oh, candles are consumables. Dang. Right, give me that skin. Give me that everything before I set you on fire. It's hard to blame Bazzy, and it's not often that I'm playing a game and I'm not absolutely the best at it, right? Gotta get your pound of flesh while you can. We're getting more than our pounds right here. Nothing left of it. Why did it say bodies 1 out of 2? Is there another one somewhere? Ooh, is there? Maybe it's counting this one? That wouldn't make a lot of sense, though. This is so dumb. Okay, looks like I can't log train like the best. Get away, belay, wooden stick, and a bunch of stuff for my really rather nasty looking basement. If only you could build something to process the logs by the place you're burning logs. Can I, though? That's the question. Oh, I've got to drip off the drain below. So thinking about it, when I next get my batch of faith, I should be able to research the key, and I bring the key underground, and maybe that weird bald guy underneath can teach me a thing or two. Also, Gib and Gib. Sure, someday we'll figure out what to do with all these maggots. Watching that energy go down. There must be a better way. Is it still going to say... Yeah, it says 0 out of 2 bodies. There we go. And since it was suggested, I'm a little curious to check. No. Although I would love a more permanent solution to burning these bodies. Where do we do that currently, anyway? All deceased are welcome in your... No, not all deceased... Well, I suppose they're all welcome. They're not all just going to be buried very well, though, are they? That's all alchemy stuff. See, there's the cremation, but where's the better cremation? I can turn them into ashes, but that's not really what I... ashes into pots, but that's not what I want. I want a more industrialized roasting of the dead. Too much to ask for, huh? Candles are crafted at the church workbench. I should look into how exactly I do that. Church workbench. Oh. You are forgiven, as long as you pay the dosh. Ah, I can get stories that way. I guess the church workbench is the one underneath. How do I make that candle? Beeswax. And the hemp rope, which I can make. I guess I get straight on to work with that. Beeswax. I know we've spotted bees before. Let's see if I can get what's for out of them. At least those stack. I was worried that the sin shards wouldn't stack properly, but they do. That poor whetstone's on its way out. Right, I need beeswax. Surely the thing to do is go and get some honey. Also, what is this? Stone garden. Sure, I'll take the bait. One garden of stones, please. Is this where we raise all of our stones? What the heck is this? I think it's just a fast time passage. That's what it feels like, at least. Quick travel, but without the traveling. Right, so I have extracted this before, and it hurt, but it didn't give me beeswax, it just gave me the honey. Now it gives me the beeswax. Interesting. Why? Oh well, let's not ask too many questions. Boy, I am looking forward to the automation loop here. Don't know how we do it, but getting resources out having to do it myself will be a welcome change. Maybe all this life essence stuff will bring some zombies to me. Yeah, there we go. See, you sting me and you give me your honey, so maybe they don't always drop it. Be willing to believe that? Also, having my own apiary would be nice, but I don't know who owns it. Yeah, we'll see how good the automation loop is, though. Could be that it's equally as frustrating as much of the other mechanics in the game. I don't want to sound like I'm being too rough on the game, but it does have some baffling aspects to it. That said, still playing it and still enjoying it. So consider them words of love. Come to me, bees. At least we restore health through the night. Don't know what happens when you die, though. Wow, it seems like quite an uncommon drop. That's 3 out of 4 not giving it. Is it going to be 4 out of 5? Yeah, jeez. That's not pleasant. Very unpleasant. What does a man have to do? One whole bit of beeswax and that's my lot. You there, give me beeswax or give me death. Give me sauerkraut or give me exhaustion. No! Wow. Am I getting unlucky or is this just a very low yield good? I think I dumped a lot of my sand earlier. Let's go and replenish some. I think the Beekeeper perk upped the chances. Can't remember if it did. Just going to see if we have anything of that sort. Beekeeping would surely be under farming and nature. There's gardening, there's insects. Bee domestication will give me a blueprint for a beehive. I guess we could check it out. Ooh, I can actually gather bees as well. And there's friend of bees. You've been bitten so many times, but bees can't even damage you. I need more ecumenical knowledge. But That seems like a good next step. Gotta remember, everything I'm working towards right now is in the interest of making my church and my graveyard so much better. Also, I need to heal up after all that, so sleepy bye-byes time. Your belly aching, I'm sure you're fine. About that honey, though. 25 and 3 health as well. That seems good, but I feel like it could be so much more if combined with something else. You forgot about the key already. Well, there's so much in this. Forgive me for instantly forgetting about such things. This game feels like it's tugging me in a lot of different directions at one time. Mate, I really need to just start trusting you on mods for games. I didn't know there were Long Dark mods, and I didn't know there were Graveyard Keeper mods. It's just second nature to me to instantly check on those things, especially when your game is on PC. There's so much room for improvement, and I just like quality of life. If you want gameplay altering mods, that's not so much for me, but they are there. Right. Church. Tomorrow's the sermon, but I, of course, don't have the gubbins needed for making what I need just yet. And I don't want to spend my faith willy-nilly. But I do need some ecumenical research to become friendly with bees. Or I could just go out and get stung a bunch more. Surely that's okay as well. Surely. Guess it's possible. Right, you get out of here. Oh, that's right. I couldn't do the key for some reason, right? I thought that was my problem. Yeah, it was the problem. I needed faith. How dare you say I'd forgotten about it? I'd remembered about it. You made me forget that I'd remembered. Yeah, one way to get really sad about mods is going on to State of Decay mods, and so many of them just cheap mods. Build a farm that gives you infinite food, things like that. Disgusting. If that's what you want to enjoy, then great, but it doesn't leave much of a market for difficulty mods. Good thing there was No Man's Land and Dark Side. Brilliant times had by you. So I'm hoping these refresh every day. The answer is they do not. Don't know how often they do refresh, but I want my candles. Ah, but perhaps this can take care of things. Apiary. Apiary needs some paper, but I can make that out of all the pig skin that I have. Bring me back to church. Let's make that paper, shall we? Clean paper, of course. Make me a whole bunch of this stuff. Seems like we have good use for it. Yeah, so State of Decay 3 now has a page on Steam with a release date of to be announced. Can't believe they even announced that game only to say nothing for years, but perhaps they know something that I do not. Also, I really don't want to walk all the way up to my apiary ever again, so let's not do that again. This game already has far too much walking as it is. Huzzah! But I need to go and get bees before I can make my bee hives. Okay, alright. All in the interest of my church. I'm catching butterflies too. This must be a nightmare without an inventory mod. You'd be flooded with so many items, you'd spend most of your time just organizing inventories. I'm already spending far too much time doing that. It is, yells John Star. Yeah, I could smell these problems the moment I started playing this game. That's why I immediately looked into quality of life mods. And I continue to feel good about it. There's got to be bees elsewhere, right? Well, let's search for more. Go off in this direction for a change. Come on, I just need an itty bitty wee touch of beeswax so I can make some candles and make time at church fun for everyone. Also, what are you? Ah, I thought I could catch these glowy things, but no. Yeah, I have no intention of doing anything for these people. The only thing I want to do to them is set them on fire, and the game is not letting me do that, so we'll just leave them to their own devices. They appear to be DLC content. Maybe once we've done enough of the rest of the game, we can look into their every needs, but I am not motivated to do so. Oh yeah, in Subnautica, linking all the lockers together and having it so that when you want to craft something, it pulls from the lockers. Oh, so good. No fun going around your base, checking every freaking locker, going, where did I leave that one piece of glass? What world is this? It's certainly not where I'm finding bees. I don't know, but we suddenly want to get hammering for some reason. It's a stockpile with a stone cutter? Where even am I? Quarry. Interesting. Full of toxic gases. If only I had someone that didn't need to breathe. Lovely foreshadowing of the zombie economy. You can go inside the shed. Oh, so I can, if only it was covered in yellow paint. Hey, I can even sleep here. It's got my own little outhouse here. But no such luck with finding bees, and right now I need to sleep up because it's going to be time for sermon in the morning, but we finally get to do a better sermon. If my money situation isn't too bad, maybe I could just buy a candle or two. Seem to be having a rough time finding the beeswax we need after all. Let's try one more time with the bees. I don't know how often they refresh, but if I go up to apiary and then swing around for some Dr. Bees... There we go. Get up and in there. The stings will help you feel alive. Alright, here's hoping for just a wee sniff of beeswax. You can eat beeswax, it's absolutely fine. Some excellent places just sell you the whole slab of honey. Beeswax, comb and all. How much for the honey? How much to watch you eat it? Is a line my friend would often use when buying such honey products. Good lord, I've had better drops than getting Rathian's gem. There's one of the 10 bees we need, okay. There we go, finally. Priest almost killing himself just so the procession will be better. At least we've got dedication going. Right, so, candle. Candlejack would be proud. What am I throwing away? Do I just keep the bee in the box here? Jesus. game's inventory bloat is outrageous. Right, now surely I can go over here and I can throw on a candle. Wait, it only gives +1? Oh, I have been hoodwinked. That doesn't seem worth it. Unless it's to get a threshold to make a better procession. That would make sense. Alright, prayer for faith. This better be so good. Let's have at. Yeah, Ryu, if you want to quick travel, you need to pick up the quick travel coin thing from the guy at the tavern. Right, so I'm still getting 4 points, which is good. So we were getting 4 before, but it's still only 1 payment. I bet with these improved candles, they would have given me 3 times 2. Oh, whoa, whoa, they are giving me more. Yes, yes. Now where's my bloody money? Oh, ho, 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 ho. Oh, that's the kind of thing that motivates me. Just dip our hands right into the donation box. I mean, it's not a lot of money, but we're getting somewhere with it. Yeah, where's my money? Right, and with this, we can make the key. I found it, Daniel. It's the key. It's a line from House of the Dead 3 that nobody should have played. It wasn't very good. Still better than 4, though. Alright, we have figured out the Keeper's Key. It cannot be decomposed, but I get an active key and a Keeper's Key. What sense does that make? Wasn't there a guy in a morgue that wanted a key off of me? Obviously doesn't want this key. Alright, failing that, let's go to Sweet Home, the NES horror game. Anything to drop off here? I think not. Oh yeah, I can't get through that because I don't have a circular saw blade yet. We're still 100 knowledge short of it. But someday. We're going to build it and we're going to find out we need to... Oh, you need to build the internal combustion engine to get the thing actually going. Looks like I'll need a key to... I just made the... Am I sorely mistaken? Or do I need to meet Baldo again on Green Day? Possibly. Possibly. I'll believe that's what I have to do. But these things that I have to do, I will do on the next session. It is time for Graveyard Man to sleep. And whilst it's not yet my time to sleep, it's probably not long until it will be. I'm still rather tired between all the heat and the DDR sessions. Still a good game. Some very aggravating issues. I might go fishing for yet more quality of life fixes, or maybe even make some myself, if at all possible. Don't know, haven't looked into how it's even done. But still, good game. We'll continue to grind out our peons for money, give ourselves a spiffing graveyard, and, I don't know, find the wiki page for Alchemy, something to that effect. Where is this all leading? I don't know. I really don't know. But I want to squeeze my people dry and perhaps use that money to fuel our way out of this isekai. But until then, from me, it's a brief cheers and cheerio.